everyone, I know it's been a merry long while, but there are no excuses, travels, etc. Lots of stuff going on. Anyway, I'm back and I'm going to show you how to invisibly suspend items in resin. This is something that drove me mad for a while. So to demonstrate this, I am going to show you from hopefully different angles how to do this. Now I've got some little fish, which I've already done ready, suspended in their little fish bowls. But this I'm going to demonstrate a turtle in a little ocean setting. So what I've done already, because this is not rocket science, I mixed sand with Elmers Glue all, and it's kind of roughly 2 parts sand to 1 part Elmers Glue all. I put it in the little fish bowl, and I got these in the dollar store, and took some little plant that I got in the pet store for, in the fish department, and some shells I collected on the beach, but you can probably get these in a craft store. And once that had set, I'm ready to do the next step. So for this, you need what's called invisible thread, and it really is invisible. So you're probably not even going to see this bit, but I'm hoping. How can I show you? So this is the invisible thread. You can see it if I put against black. But anyway, so I take my turtle, and the glue I use for this is this glue. It's really, really good. It's called JB Weld, Super Weld, the world's strongest bond. Cures in 10 seconds. It really is, and it's a light activated glue, similar to UV resin. The hardest part is finding the string, to be honest. Where is the string? I think that's an old piece of string. Okay, so let's get some thread off our reel. And you want to, whatever you're wanting to suspend, you got to work out, like obviously my turtle, I don't want to hang it in the water like that, or like that, or like that. So you've got to work out roughly where you think it's going to suspend properly. So I already worked it out because you don't want to see me make a mistake. Well, I don't care if I did. I've made many mistakes on my videos. But anyway, so I picked this area. Hang on. See, I can't even see the string myself. This area just here. You take the glue and you just take a blob of it onto this thread. You turn it upside down, put the UV light on it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe a few extra seconds for good measure. Put the lid on. And then take some scissors. So he's already bonded. There's my spare end. This is literally the hardest part, is working with something you can't see. So I'm just going to cut it here and get rid of that invisible string. Then I'm going to take my 2 pieces that I can't see. 1. 2. I'm going to tie them in a knot. There's another way to do this as well, which is just take a single piece, wrap it around a stick and glue it. I'm going to tie them in a knot. I do a bigger loop. Like so. Then I'm going to take a popsicle stick. And I'm going to get my popsicle stick and just take it up to the knot. And at the knot, I'm going to put the knot in the middle of the stick. I'm going to take my glue again. And I'm going to glue the string to the stick. And you'll see why in a minute. Okay. I love this glue. I have lots more videos coming up. I promise I will do them. Right, so I missed the string. Right, so now I put my turtle in. You can see strings, the invisible thread's much too long, but I'm going to cut these extra pieces off because they, even though they're short, they do become a pain in the neck. And now I can just twist and twist and twist and twist and twist and twist until I'm happy with the height that I want my turtle. And I'm going to change the angle now of the camera. There you go, now you can see better. So I'm just going to twist him till I'm happy. And then sometimes you need a weight on top to hold that lollipop stick in place. Right, which I'll go and do in a minute. The other thing I'm going to do to fill these is I'm going to use a deep pour resin, and the resin I'm going to use for this is Naked Fusion's deep pour resin. It's for river tables and deep casting. It is a 2-to-1 ratio. And the reason for deep pour, obviously this is it's going to be more than 2 inches, it's probably going to be about 3 inches, but it's bulbous too. And for a project like this, you don't want bubbles, it wants to be like crystal clear. And you'll see it takes a lot longer to cure. It's going to take about 2 to 3 days to cure, but it will be bubble free. I'm going to slightly tint the ones with the turtles. Oh, here's another one that I'm going to twist and let him or her come. And they, by the way, while I'm mixing the resin, they'll come still, and then when the resin's in the bowls, it's easier to kind of position them. They also stop moving around so much. And so let me mix the resin and then I will be back. Right, the resin is mixed, and I told you it was a 2-to-1 ratio, and that is a 2-part resin to 1-part hardener. And sometimes working with 2-to-1 can be a bit confusing. So I'm going to pour the resin into a cup first, because I'm going to move that back a bit, because I made like a whole jug of it, and I poured the first batch into the fish tank and spilled a bit, but I wiped the sides with some alcohol and paper towel. So what I've done is I poured a couple of drops of alcohol ink in here to tint it slightly, and I'm going to just see how this goes. I don't know if I've got enough resin to do the whole lot, so I might just have to get some more and finish it. Let's see. That's pretty clear. I might do another drop. Another 2 drops, maybe. See how that goes. I think that's a bit better. I don't want it too dark, otherwise it obscures all the details. And if you've never worked with deep pour resin before, it's really thin, and that's why you don't really get any bubbles with it. Initially, you think you do when you pour it in, but because it's so thin, the bubbles rise to the surface really, well, not quickly, but they have days to really come to the surface. It says drying time 24 to 36 hours, but let's say a good 2 days really. So let's see. Over there. With my big batch. I dropped that all over my studio floor. Let's go ahead and pour this one. I've got to be really careful. Don't want to get it over the edge. I've also put them all on a tray so I can move them and get on with something else. There we go. Just want to cover him. Oh, see, I did. Up on the edge, but that, okay, so what you do with that, you just get a piece of kitchen towel, some alcohol. I'm going to move my turtle out the way and just wipe that off the edge. And it might look smeary right now, but it means it's not resin anymore. All right, so let's reposition him. There. And then let's do, where's one of the ones that I was going to, here. This is one of the ones I was going to, you know, adjust the string. So let's just bring him up. Actually, I've got a weight. Not weight as in W-A-I-T. I've got a big stone that I can put on top. So let's tint this batch. That should be plenty. Let's just tint this. I'm beginning to think, I've done these before. What have I done before in resin? I've done fish and turtles before in different pieces, actually, using invisible thread. And it's just kind of cool. Really, it's just a wonderful way to invisibly suspend objects. I'm gonna use I don't really like using my right hand because it means it's totally in the picture. I need to just scrape this. See if I can do it that way. Scrape the alcohol ink off the side of the cup. There. All right. Scrape that. So this one I'm going to pour in, and then when I'm happy on the depth, I'm then going to position the turtle where I want him. So I like that amount of resin. Move that to the side. And then I'm going to wind my turtle up. And let's see. I'm going to move him. It's easier to see from above. I'm going to move him. Move his string over here. Right there. I've got a stone somewhere to put on top so he doesn't fall to the bottom. And let me move him again. I really like these. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get as many as I can do. And then when they have dried, I'll come back and we'll take a look from the side and the top in a different camera angle. And then you will see the finished result and see how they're invisible. Oh, and I will show you, before we just see the final result, I'll show you the next step of what you do with the string that's hanging from the lollipop stick. So you'll see exactly what to do. Okay, see you in a couple of days. All right, so it's been a couple of days because deep pour resin. Takes, you know, longer to set than regular resin. No bubbles whatsoever. And these turtles I'll show you in a sec are fully, or this turtle is fully suspended. Now, where are my little scissors? I'm going to get some tiny scissors and I'm going to cut the invisible string. I'm going to zoom you in for this. And don't try and bring it up to the camera. So see why it's invisible? You can see it in certain lights. I mean, that's why this stuff is, it really is incredible. If I move it around, you can see it. There. Anyway, I am going to snip it right. I'm going to try and go around the other side because I have to cut with my right hand because they're right-handed scissors, even though I work a lot with my left hand. And go. Oh, it's so invisible, I can barely see it myself. I'm going to have to feel. Snip right at the base. And there you have it. These dots aren't bubbles. They're, I think, glare from the light. There you have it. A little cute little floating turtle. And that, there's some sea glass there. That is how you invisibly suspend things in resin. So do try that invisible thread. A link to it is in my below. Can't get my finger in focus. Below in the description below the video, there is a link to my Amazon suggested items, and you'll find the invisible string, and you'll find lots of things. The bowls, and I'm going to give this a really good clean with some glass cleaner, and I'll put these on my Etsy store for sale because they are so cute and they're not going to be expensive. I got the bowls from the dollar store and I got tons of them, so I might do whole little underwater themes with sharks and and all sorts of things. So that's that one, and this is the other one, and he's swimming around with his butt in the air. And there's the top view. They're really cute. Great Christmas gifts. So let me zoom out again. We are normal. Please don't forget to subscribe, like my channel because it helps me, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.